You probably don't know that you're holding these flawed premises, but they are most certainly messing you up. What's up, guys? Namo Himalaya. It's your boy Stephan from Shared Reality, here to bring you through another set of flawed premises. Now, if you didn't notice the part 3, this is a part of a series. So if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, you're gonna wanna pause this video, go watch those, and then meet me back here, because we are gonna jump right into it with number 9. It says, the path to my joy is through my action. This is another instance of moving matter with matter. There are a couple things going on with this flawed premises, actually. One is joy. We often think, oh, I want to be happy. Oh, I want my actions to take me to new experiences, new successes, to have all these things happen in my life so there can be excitement, so there can be happiness, so there can be these positive feelings, right? But joy doesn't actually require any action beyond aligning with your true purpose and with your highest self. Joy is something that can be sustained. You know, happiness and excitement are fleeting emotions, but joy is something that can be consistent and that you can carry no matter the circumstances around you. And that is just by aligning with your higher self, with that source energy. So the path to your true joy is not through achieving some success. It's not through leaving your job or moving out of state or doing some physical action. The true path to your joy is aligning with those high vibrational frequencies that you are destined to feel, that you were born to feel, that loving source energy that you are. And that is what's going to bring you true joy, rather than trying to work for joy through action. Number 10, I cannot have everything that I desire, so I have to give up some things that are important to me in order to get others. Now, I feel like I've talked about this one kind of a lot, in the fact that law of attraction is not an either or type of thing. It's a yes and, it's a both and. We think that there's this finite amount of resource to go around, that abundance cannot be had by all. That's actually another one of the upcoming flawed premises. But you don't have to make sacrifices. You think, oh, well, if I want to spend more time with my family, then I'm going to have to sacrifice the income because I won't be working as much. It's like, well, if you found passive income solutions, then you would be able to have that time with your family. It's all about balance. It is about being able to really have it all. And whoever told you can't have it all, that you have to make some sacrifices, they were lying to you. They were held back by their own limitations. You truly, really can have every single thing you want. You just have to prioritize it within your life in a way that is balanced and that aligns with your source energy. You know, you don't have to give up your freedom to be in a loving relationship. You don't have to renounce all your worldly interactions when you delve deeper into spirituality. All these things can coexist in balance within you, and you really can have it all and make your life, whatever it all means for you, make your life look the way you exactly want it to. And when we're shaping these lives into what we want them to look like, it brings us to flawed premise number 11, which is, if I leave an unwanted situation, I will find what I'm looking for. Now, this is another instance of trying to affect matter with matter, instead of the more powerful, affecting matter with your vibrational frequency. And leaving an unwanted situation does not always draw in what you're looking for. In fact, I know a lot of people that seem to move city to city and then find the same shitty roommate situation, find the same difficult relationships, and end up in very similar situations. This is because wherever you go, there you are. You know, the problem of your environment was attracted by you on some level. So wherever you go, if you haven't yet dealt with your vibrational frequency, if you haven't aligned with your true higher purpose, with your true self, then you're just going to keep recreating these unwanted situations, especially when we leave an unwanted situation. Although it does launch that rocket of desire of wanting a better situation, we often get hung up on what we went through, and it's like, well, I deserve this better situation because blah, 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 and then we're constantly speaking this old situation into existence because we're wanting justice for it. We want our pain to be seen. We want what we have gone through to be acknowledged. But in doing that, we're constantly holding the vibration of that unwanted situation and thus drawing those similar situations to us again. And that's because the universe is going to give us the same challenges over and over and over again until we learn our lessons. It's also because you're vibrating that frequency, that's what you're attracting. So you don't have to leave an unwanted situation to get what you're looking for. In fact, you just have to see the positives in that situation, in that unwanted situation, be grateful, for that as backwards as it sounds, be grateful for the unwanted situation because it showed you that which you no longer want. And so you know you'll find what you're looking for because you've identified what you're looking for, what it is that you do want. And you never would have identified that were it not for the adversity you encountered in that unwanted situation. On to number 12. Now I touched on this one a bit earlier, and this is the idea that there's a finite container of resources that we're all dipping into with our requests. It seems like there's only so much to go around in the world, and there's the haves and the have-nots, and that means if I take something, then someone else can't have it. So there's less to go around. But we live in an infinite, ever-expanding universe, and we seem to forget that the fact that we had an idea, the fact that this energy came to us and moved through us means that it is possible to be fulfilled. You could not have a desire if it were not possible to be fulfilled in some way. That's just not how it works. So there truly are enough limitless resources for us to have it all, and this is because we all don't desire the same thing. So as everyone's having their individual creations and their co-creations, there is enough to truly go around if we all step into our abundance and accept it. Because you never would have had the thought if there weren't a possibility to carry it out. You taking your manifestations, you receiving what is yours, does not lessen anyone else's ability to receive what is theirs. We're all on our own journeys, we all have our own desires, and there is enough to truly go around. So attract enough abundance to share, receive whatever is coming to you, and don't be afraid. Because a lot of times we can live in that lack mindset. It's a shortage mindset. You know, the idea that there is not enough for every single person to fulfill their desires. It's just lack. And so if we get caught in that lack mindset, that's what we're going to perpetuate, that's what we're going to attract. So know that we live in an infinitely expanding universe. There are infinitely abundant resources at our disposal, and whatever manifestations the universe has delivered to you are for you, and you deserve to receive them. You don't have to worry about anyone else. Which brings us to number 13. The flawed premise that there are right and wrong ways to live. And we talked about this a little bit in the first one, I believe. It's about non-dualism. The idea of looking at things as black and white, right and wrong, is just wrong. The only right way to live is in alignment with your higher self, in alignment with that source energy. And you know you're in alignment with source when you feel good. When something feels wrong, when you feel anxious, when you feel down, when you have negative vibrations, that's when you know you're misaligned with source. You're stepped outside of your vortex. So the only person who can know what feels aligned to you is you. Same for everyone else. There are no right and wrong ways to live. You know, law of attraction is in large part about allowing. You can't allow others to affect your energy. You can't be reactive. You need to just always be strong in your high vibrations and not let anything that's going around outside you influence you. And so when we have these ideas about right and wrong ways to live, we're constantly casting judgment on all those around us. But it's not our job to teach others how to live because we don't know what's in their vortex. We don't know what's in alignment for them. It's just our job to love them. There's this Rumi quote that's, "It's not my job to teach you. It's my job to love you, and love will teach you." And I think that's super helpful for letting go of judgments and to always remind myself of, like, even if I feel like you're making a mistake, even if I think my advice will help you, it's not my job to put my beliefs on to someone else, just as I wouldn't want someone else to put their beliefs on me. So there are no right and wrong ways to live, only aligned and unaligned. And you're the only one who can be the judge of what's aligned for you. So guys, kind of a short and sweet one today. That was part 3 of our Abraham 22 Flawed Premises series. I'm going to be coming next week with the next part of this along with something new, so keep an eye out. If you got anything out of this video, if you learned anything at all, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe. It really, really helps. And hit that little bell notification too. That'll give you a ding anytime I upload new content so you can be the first to know. Appreciate you guys checking this out. Till next time. Love you.